Hello everyone, I'm Generic Waffle. Welcome back to The Last Door, Season 2, Collector's Edition. A quick little recap, we had some weird stuff happen at the beginning. We arrived at the asylum because we're looking for ALEXANDRE Du Pre. What? Is that not the key? Locked door. It's locked shut. I can't open it. Well, can I use the key now? This isn't even the right key. Well, huh. Okay, so that's incorrect. Oh, maybe it pans this way, actually. It pans this way. Okay, yeah, okay. So I was right at the beginning, or at the end of last episode. I thought that I had gone the wrong way. So I'm going the right way now. Hello? Hello? Oh, ooh, love that sickly green. Big fan of that. Good morning, madame. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I am a psychiatrist. Oh my. Good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking... We are lacking experts like yourself, implying that you are a lacking expert. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. What do you mean, lack experts? Every year we get a little less funding from the Crown. First, the doctors started to leave. Then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. We cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is ALEXANDRE Du Pre. Did you, perchance, ever meet him? ALEXANDRE Du Pre. Yes, there was one with a foreign name. That's kinda racist, but reel that one back if you will, thanks. I remember something of him, a good man if I recall correctly, an educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry, I can't remember much. There have been so many people here, it's hard to keep track. Have you worked here long? Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, and the isolation. The rules don't allow us to leave. But I don't know what is happening in the world anymore. But we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? Yeah, some, world stuff that happened. A patient of mine went missing, and that's why I'm here now to look for him. And also, we might have an interdimensional god of destruction trying to come after us. That part's not important. Just the first part. I'm just here to look for a patient of mine. May I request access to the Magnus Institute's archives? There should be some information there about a man who I'm looking for, Mr. Du Pre. I'm sorry, doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organized. Oh, so it sounds like you need to hire an archivist, huh? A bookshelf. These books are not volumes of psychiatry or medical science, but old serial novels for patients to read. I'm sorry, sir, the archives are off limits. Well, let's go do what I did last time, cause a commotion somewhere else, have you run out, and then I'll book it to the archives. That should work a second time, right, gamers? This must be the Recreational Wing, where patients relax and pass time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met ALEXANDRE Du Pre. Du Pre? Du Pre? It's only now occurring to me that might not be pronounced Du Pre, it might be pronounced Du Pre because there's an accent. While he was institutionalized. A marble bust of Hygia, Greek goddess of physical and mental health. Me, I'm peak performance human. A man wearing a worn out military uniform. Lost in God knows what thoughts. Am I not supposed to? No, I am supposed to talk to him. Oh yes, that's right, this game still does the 2-click thing, huh? Excuse me, sir. I could not help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Leave me alone. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself. Oh, but I do, sir. Leave me alone. I am just a coward. Says who? Good morning, madame. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. The rumbling. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you lived here for long? Madam, if I may persist, have you been living here for long? The rumbling. I'm looking for a former patient of the hospital. You may have met him. An eyeless gaze. I'm looking for a man that you may have met. His name is ALEXANDRE Du Pre. Bonk, bonk. Oh, bonk, bonk, bonk. 2, 3. What a strong reaction from hearing Mr. Du Pre's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? pretend to be the orderly or whatever? Assistant? Good morning, I am a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Du Pre. I am sorry, sir. I have never heard of that name before. Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about this former patient. Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She's been here for years. Oh, that was Miss Riswell. Oh, okay, I see. She's been here for years. Maybe for too long. You know we caretakers live here with the patients, and we are melancholic music. Not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. Premises? Premises. Premises? This life can get to you if you don't take proper care. I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatic. Again, not a great word, but sure. You could call them people. You call them patients. There are many patients. See, I understand it because I call them patients. The asylum is quite big, but I can't help noticing that there aren't many patients around. Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it is true that there are not many patients at present, but there are even fewer of us caretakers now. We are only 3 in the whole hospital. For what I've been told, in the old times the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. A complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown's support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon, everyone started leaving, and this is what remains. So you're telling me that those doctors were, well, doing it for the money? Is that what's going on here? They probably weren't, but like, oh, my hospital's getting cut funding. I'm not getting paid. I don't know how hospital payment works. I know nothing about how hospital payment works. I will leave you to your work. Well, thank you in any case. I will leave you to your work in peace. Well, that was insightful. I should probably talk to... An unusually large mirror. Oh, wait. Those foolish caretakers. They hide behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe. A glass jar full of transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There is a coin resting at the bottom. It burns, right? Oh, coin. Half a shilling, that is 6 pence. So now I'm gonna go outside and buy the newspaper because I'm not stupid. Looks like a therapy log. Edward Roan, 27, acute dementia. September 25th, 1891. I keep wanting to say 1981. That's very not correct. What the hell is that creaking noise? Mr. Roan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless, as if the morphine had no effect on him. For the last week, he has been obsessive, troubled for reasons unknown. September 25th, 1891. The patient's dosage has been doubled to no effect. September 29th, 1891. Dr. Weedle! Wait, like the Pokemon? No, that's Weedle, L-E. I'm calling him Dr. Weedle from now on. Dr. Weedle has been attacked and bitten in the face. 4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Roan. 3 markings were found on the body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause. October 3rd, 1891. Mr. Roan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. He now shows an interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to my colleagues and me. This might be the second wind that a lot of... I think... Is that a thing? I don't know how many medical professionals are watching my content, but isn't there a thing like when a patient is super sick and then they get a little bit better and then that happens right before they actually do die? Isn't that a thing? I think that's a thing. Sometimes. Well, that's good that they got better. Is that just the same information? Yeah. There's a thin piece of metal holding the window open. Can I take it? Oh! That's what that creaking noise is. Dark as the room is now, I can see through the false mirror. There is a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face. Well, let's free him, shall we? Am I not allowed to take the... and throw it into the... Okay, I'm gonna roll for D&D. We're gonna use 2d6 system to see if that would have been a success. That's a 2. I rolled a 1 on both dice. A sunny beach lapped with the waves of a gentle sea. A sea, but it's like a soft sea. Like a S sound. Like in science. Our work here takes a great deal of discipline, Dr. Wakefield, as I'm sure you appreciate. It is rewarding in itself, but Oh, I do wish I had something to occupy my mind more, to help me pass the time. How that would ease my burden. I shall not bother you. Oh, right, I gotta go. Oh, I'll buy the newspaper, and then oh my god. She even said, hey, I don't know what the outside world's like. I'm gonna buy the newspaper and then give it to her. That's what I need to do. A newspaper, please. Give me a newspaper, please. It's 6 pence, sir. Oh, well, good news. I would like a newspaper. 6 pence, is it? Here. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go ahead and read that. Today's illustrated London news. The first headline is about a grim case. Scotland Yard keeps its silence about the ambassador of Turkey, found dead last summer under mysterious circumstances. Our sources suspect he may have been murdered. Second, sea monster found in St. Ives. The remains of a serpent from the deep were found on the beach early yesterday morning. It is suspected that they come from a seaside museum in Spain, destroyed a month ago by sea waves during a terrifying storm. There is another drawing advertised in operetta called Love Brushstrokes. I'm gonna give it to her. Oh, and that distracts her from going in, doesn't it? Excuse me, ma'am, would you like a newspaper? Why? Thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. My goodness, how quickly things change in the outside world. I cannot believe that worked. Okay, anyway, we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your pets, and as always with love, Generic Waffle.